Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 17 more on that one and another first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Hopkins. That's complete to Palmer. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down. The Lions had 14-2 heading into this final week. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. They run over center with Mitchell. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
On 3rd down, Hopkins flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass is caught for a first, but he's looking for more. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Running left, here's Mitchell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Palmer going in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight. 3.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, come on. Hey. Seven Pirates.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, Hopkins. And in for the Lions, touchdown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes this a 9-point game. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, it's 9-0. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Ready, set.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Left thing, 19.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Let's go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Warriors, 70. Trap 60, trap 60.
Richardson looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 3rd and 2. Richardson looking to throw this. Escaping the pressure right. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal. Brown goes in motion left. From the shotgun, Richardson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham from 13 yards out. And the Caps are back within a score.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. First down, here's Mitchell. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Mitchell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hopkins. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Off play action. Hopkins. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Throwing on first down. Hopkins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Trey Palmer with career touchdown number 70. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes this a 9-point game. They line up and kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part, because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. First down, how to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but he did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
It's Howe with another throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Richardson going on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Hopkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Trey Palmer in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of the spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Richardson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Go street. 19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give here to Mitchell. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
To throw on 2nd down. Hopkins. Touchdown! Trey Palmer with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Lions are able to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Off play action, Richardson. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Inside the 10. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Hopkins. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down. Hopkins. And he is caught. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again, he'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Richardson back to throw it. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Richardson's throw caught by Higgins. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 19.
Trap 60, trap 60. Cup 19, cup 19. Ready.
Back to the air with Richardson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham with Touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Caps get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Richardson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
60 Maverick, 19 Lions.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Dragon 60. Panther 11.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Caps' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Richardson will throw for it. He's got it at the 2. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs.
Touchdown, Detroit! A great effort there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Set, triple, set.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Flush to his right. What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
On the counter, Mitchell. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On the ball, now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
7 Pirates. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as it
everything I ever wanted back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay back. Now we taking off, got the flight. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. The right hype, man, yeah. Run it back, 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 ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back. Run it back. Stop this, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, running back.